Hello once again, friends and true believers. I'm your host, Rob Banks, and this is the Red Cup Review, and today we're looking at the Mezco 112 Collective Spider-Man figure, Mezco. I got my nerdy Peter Parker glasses on, and I want to tell you, like this red box, look at that red button, and subscribe. Let's get those subscriptions up, man. Come on, leave a comment. Join the club. Spider-Man comes in his regular Mezco box, and he's in his red and blue outfit. And on the back, it shows you everything he comes with, but it's the standard slip case because there's no more. It's gone. See you later. Nope, no more. Not doing the open magnet cool thing anymore with the nice artwork inside. That's over and done with. I mean, once you look at it for the first time, you're like, ooh, this is a nice box, and then it kind of just sits in the closet. So I'm sure Mezco's doing this now pretty steadily to keep the costs just level, keep the costs down, because I'm sure the prices of the figures costs are going up. Let's take a look at the figure. I want to thank the Lair, LairOnline.net. I want to thank Geekstronomy and the music by HeistClick. We're going to be bringing that back periodically. This is the stand Spider-Man comes with, and I kind of like it. It's kind of cool, but it's pretty bland. I wish it would have been the bright colors with the big Spider-Man eyes, like you see when he, like in the Spider-Man Homecoming movie, when he projects the thing onto the wall. That would have been really cool, but that might be the stand that comes with the Spider-Man Homecoming figure, so I may have to get that on the aftermarket. I had mentioned in the previous cut, keeping the cost down or having a nice fancy box. Comment below and let us know would you rather pay a little bit more, pay a little bit less, keep the cost down, or have a nice fancy box. Me, I really don't care about these boxes. I wish they were all those small boxes. Personally, I don't even care if these things come in poly bags. I take my figures out and I display them. The boxes go in a closet. So let us know how you feel below. On to the figure. Ba-dum-bum-bum, Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Would you look at the dynamic posability of this bad boy? Oh my, that web, that wiry, bendy web thing really takes this figure and turns him into what is going to be the definitive Spider-Man in my collection. That's for sure, until possibly the black Spider-Man comes out. Let's take a good look at the raised webbing, and the way the costume sits on this guy is absolutely terrific. You will not be getting any snags in the crotch area. It crimps up a little bit near the shoulder, but that's fine. I mean, this figure is outrageous. Take a look at that, what I like to call the Mark Bagley head sculpt. A lot of people are having problems with this figure, saying he looks like a bobblehead. Spider-Man has always had a big head. All right, quick rundown of the articulation. The head bobbles all around. He's got a really great movement going upward. So he can kind of look straight at you from that angle. He looks down pretty good. He's very expressive with the head sculpt. The arms go up really high on this guy. But look, they're crimping. Oh my, what am I going to do? I'm going to take it and just massage it out and kind of move it and twist it until it's a little less, so you don't got to worry about it bunching up, but you may get a little bit of a bunch up there. But, you know, you work with it. You work with the material. The material's a little baggy, and that's nice because you can get them into some really deep, deep poses. Double jointed at the elbows. Bring him down. He goes very forward. He goes real back. This is probably the most posable figure Mezco has done so far. He's got great waist movement, and it holds. This part plastic is not restrictive at all. Double knees. Look at that. At rocker ankles, let's see. It goes in a little bit more than the other ones. It doesn't go out that much. This one, though, I think this one goes out more. Yeah, there we go. Bam, look at that. Rocker ankles. He should be able to hold a flat pose. And the knees go in. Look at this. This is crazy. You are not going to have to worry about it snagging in here. You just kind of pull the suit out, put it back, and it's great. I mean, they did a good job of hiding the seams and the stitches on this guy under the arm here. That's done really well. It's done really well over here. You ain't gonna have to worry about it kind of, you know, creasing too much. This figure is done amazingly well. This head sculpt piece is done in two different parts, but this bottom piece doesn't really move too much. But hey, how's it going? Mark Bagley head. Take a look at that. A lot of people are complaining about this figure. I don't know why. It's practically the perfect Spider-Man figure, and you're not going to have to worry about the thing like you do with some of the other Mezcos where the costume's going to get all bunched up or messed up. They did it. They designed this figure perfectly where the pleathery type material that Daredevil kind of has works great, and where it would kind of bunch up in the joints and kind of crimp and wrinkle. It's done well. This figure is excellent. I'm very, very, very happy with this, and I'm sure it's going to be even better when they do the black suit. Spider-Man and his amazing accessories, or lack thereof. But what he does come with works. All of the sculpted parts of Spider-Man have the raised webbing with the nice clean lines that Mezco does excellent work with the paint. The eyes are separate, as you can see right there, from the head sculpt itself. And so be careful that you don't snag on the corners of the eyes. But what's cool about that is, depending on where the light hits the eye, because it's a separate piece, it actually catches the light inside the eye piece plastic itself and gives it a little bit of a shadowing effect. The hands that he comes with, the 2 open hands, he's got detailing on the inside. You can actually see the pores on the fingertips of these hands, which is pretty cool. So the 2 open hands. He comes with 2 webbing hands, 2 fists, and 2 hands for gripping the webs. And this is cool. It's like the finger is actually separate, which is nice. I always like that. And it grabs the webs really nice, so you got to worry about them falling out. He does come with 5 webs. He has 2 that he's holding right now, and one of them bends. These don't bend. You pop the hand. This is how this works. See the little hole there? See that little hole? You pop his hand off. You put this on the peg. You put the hand back on, and then it looks like the web is shooting out. If your web comes like mine and is a little crooked, don't worry. You could always use hot water or a blow dryer on low and set it on there and then remold it back the way you need it to be. He also comes with this nice little nifty extra stand piece that is magnetic, so you can put it around his waist on the clamp and then pop it onto some piece of metal, magnetic thing, and it looks like he's climbing up the wall as well. Yeah, climbing up the wall itself! I am all over the place today. Okay, height comparisons. Here's a complaint people have been having. Why is Spider-Man the same height as Captain America? Well, he's not. Captain America is a hair, and I mean a hair, bigger than Spider-Man. Spider-Man's actually 5'10", according to the Marvel database, and Captain America is 6'2", so Cap should be a little bit bigger than Spider-Man. But here is my answer to all these complaints. Who poses Spider-Man standing up like this? I pose my figures just standing straight up like robots. No, you don't. You take Spider-Man, you bend his knees, you give him some kind of dynamic thing to do, you have him looking up, and now guess what? Cap is taller than Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is always kind of crouched down. Cap's body is bulkier than Spider-Man's. So you could see the difference in Cap's beefierness and Spider-Man's slenderness. So it works. I don't know about you guys, but I am not going to have my figures posed in static, straight-up poses, because that's boring. Standing like that. No. You take Spider-Man and you manipulate him, and you get him down into a spidery type pose, and you have him kind of ducking and hanging out, and now he fits right in with the figures the way he's supposed to. When doing action figure reviews, I try to be as objective as possible. However, my subjectivity gets in the way because I like what I like, and I really enjoy what Mezco is doing with their figures. This figure is an amazing Spider-Man figure. He's really great, folks. The bobblehead thing isn't a big deal to me, at least. I like the big eyes. I like the bobblehead. Reminds me of Mark Bagley, who happens to be my favorite Spider-Man artist, just after the designs of John Romita, who was before my time, but I mean, let's face it, that's as classic as you're going to get. What are we giving it? How many cups are we giving it? We are giving it 4 cups, not 5. Why is he not getting a perfect score? Because of that subjectivity thing I keep talking about. I wish you would have came with an unmasked head sculpt. That would have been cool. Mezco, you had the Daredevil come with the radar sense. He should have came with the spider sense. You want to have that big, long post. This thing. Oh, there goes that hand. This thing, on the back, you could have had those jagged black lines to give him the spider senses tingling. I really like him. I'm really enjoying this figure. I'm going to have fun posing it, and you will too. You will have fun posing and reposing and posing the hell out of this thing. The webbing, the bendy web, has lots of really crazy detail, and I love how they took multiple wires and twisted them together to give it that real Spider-Man feel to it. I mean, the figure's excellent, folks. Go out and get it. Is this figure worth $80? I like it. I think so. And I'm a sucker for Mezco. So we'll wrap this up now. All right, Spidey? All right.